Hello people, I'm about to walk you through and show you what I do to get better at 2K and what has been helping me be successful in this tournament. Now, I'm not going to talk your ear off, I'm just going to simply walk you through what has been working for me and how I've gotten better at 2K over the years. So what I'm first going to do is go into freestyle, and I pick the team that I'm trying to be good with and what I want to improve. And for this case, I'm using the team that I'm using in the tournament. Here we go. Alright, so everybody is well aware who I'm using right now, and just in case you're someone who doesn't know, this is LeBron James, and I'm about to work on some moves that I need to work on perfecting so I am a lot more efficient. Did not mean to dunk. So LeBron is not a strong three-point shooter. So as you can see, I'm working on his mid-range. No, because sometimes he's open for three. I will shoot a couple threes just to put in a little practice for it, but that is not my main focus for LBJ. Alright, now I'm about to work on some post fades. I'm not the best post fader, but since that is LeBron, and that is one of the things that you will see him doing, that is another thing I'll work on. That might mean to straight up shoot that. I just meant to fade, but yeah. And there we go. Now I'm about to shoot a couple threes, and then I will move on to the next player. And all right. Now on to Anthony Davis. AD is one of my favorite power forwards to use because he can shoot really well, and he's one of the most successful players on this game. I also like to use Porzingis, but I prefer AD over Porzy. This is simply because I'm more successful with Anthony Davis myself. Alright, let's get some mid-range in there. I'm not shooting on the left with Anthony Davis because he has like 95 cold zones over there for some reason. So like he'll make some over there occasionally, but that is not an ideal place to shoot with AD on this game. Alright, on to some post fades. Like I said, I'm not the best post fader, but you know, gotta practice it. The only way I'll get better at it is if I practice it. So you'll catch me shooting this and missing this a lot in the scrimmage I'm about to do also. Here we go with that again. Alright, that means it's time to change. Alright, so on to Kuzi. I love using Kuzma because he's such a good all-around player. He's a good person to use, and he's a good player off the bench, but I will be starting him in the tournament just simply because of the defense I am trying to run. Kuzi can pretty much shoot anywhere. You just gotta release it at a reasonable release, and it'll go in. Respectable release, it'll go in most of the time, but 2K will always be 2K, and you just won't be perfect. He's a good corner shot. Well, he has a good corner shot, yeah. But one thing I noticed about Kuzma is that he's a strong post fader. Like in real life also. And he's one of the guys that I post fade with a lot. And I promise I normally make these guys, but for some reason they aren't going in. Oh, there's one. But yeah. So that's Kuzi for you. And Danny Green is the last player I will be using. Now, Danny has a weird release, but it's kind of like with Kuzma, you get a respectable release and it'll go in if you don't know it. It's not the end of the world, you know. But you know, this is pretty much all you do with Danny Green. You know, he's a real fun player to use. Let me get a couple more. Oh well, the ball's playing defense. One more make. All right, and boom, on to the scrimmage. All right, so I will be scrimmaging against the Bucks on Hall of Fame because the Bucks are the most used team in this tournament, and people like to use Giannis, so you know I got a little something for that. Alright, so the starting lineup I'm going with is if I could, you know, work it, is LeBron at point, Avery Bradley at the shooting guard, Kuzi at small forward, Davis at power forward, and Dwight Howard at the center. So I'm using the 2-3 defense on the Bucks because it shuts down the paint and a better chance of shutting down Giannis. And the Bucks altogether, because the Bucks are not strong shooters. You know, they have a couple, but they are mostly a drive to the basket kind of team, and that's what I'm shutting down. And they are lighting me up for 3 right now. But that is because the computer is literally OP on this game. But it's okay, I'll stop them in a minute. There we go. Ooh. Oh, come on, in front of him. There you go. Ooh. Ah. You know, Giannis can shoot, but it's not his strong point, and it's definitely not his most comfortable thing to do. So I'm gonna make him as uncomfortable as I possibly can on this game, and he's not gonna make everything shooting wise. And Bledsoe, if you watch Bledsoe play, he drives to the basket more often than not. You know, Bledsoe's just little, but it doesn't mean anything. You know, but I'm just trying to shut down the paint and do what I can. Oh, Brooke. Good job. Ooh, it's alright. Get it. What'll also help me win is Middleton isn't exactly healthy right now. So their 3-point guy is hurt, so that helps.